hopefully we have another one just like that. And Joe?
Mr. President, this weekend lawmakers are working on the next round of relief packages. What was not in the stimulus package that you signed last week that you would see in phase 4?
Well, I think we're going to need more money for the small businesses. It's been working out so well. It's been so efficient. The banks have been doing an incredible job. I think we're going to need more money there. I think, we'll see. But based on the first couple of days, incredible. I think that restaurants and entertainment, that would include sports leagues, all forms of entertainment, go back to the original, where they get tax deductibility for what they're doing, for people come in buy tickets or go out for meals. And corporations can then send people into these restaurants who are going to have a hard time otherwise opening, in my opinion. And that could be the same for the sports leagues. So we want to see for entertainment and for restaurants deductibility so that corporations can take a deduction. They'll send their executives, they'll send people there, and they get a deduction. That is something that will really bring life back to the restaurants. I think make them hotter than before. They used to have it. And when they ended it, it was really never the same. It was never the same. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, you just said that you want to see as few lives lost as possible. But there are still 8 governors, all Republicans, who have refused to issue these statewide stay-at-home orders. Your own experts, including Dr. Fauci, have said stay-at-home orders are the most effective way to stop the spread of this virus. So why not do everything possible and urge those governors right now to do that?
We have a thing called the Constitution, which I cherish, number one. Number two, those governors, I know every one of them, they're doing a great job. They're being very, very successful in what they're doing. And as you know, I want the governors to be running things. Now, in some cases, we'll supersede. But in this case, it's not.
You think they should? I'm not asking if you
I think it depends. It depends on the individual state that you're talking about. But they're doing very well, and they're doing a magnificent job in running their states.
Well, South Carolina has 1,700 cases right now for virus. Utah has 1,255. I mean, are these not states that you think should have those states?
No, I think they're doing a great job. Well, that's a very small number relative to population.
It's larger than some states that do have stay-at-home orders.
Okay, it's up to the. If I saw something wrong, if I saw a massive breakout, of which that's not, I would come down very hard. But
isn't the key in this pandemic getting ahead of those numbers, though?
No, not in that case. But in the case, I know the states you're talking about. By the way, I think you're up to 92% is covered. 92% of the country is covered. And from a constitutional standpoint, they made the difference. They called the shots. Yes, Jeff, go ahead.
Mr. President, just a question about messaging. You and the others here are saying people need to continue following the mitigation efforts, but you're also saying again, the cure must not be worse than the problem. Which is it?
No, I'm just saying we have to get this country open, Jeff. It has to get open. This country was not designed to be closed. So we have the greatest we've ever had, and then we're paying people to stay home? Think of it. We're paying people not to go to work. How about that? How does that play?
I understand that.
And they want to go to work, by the way. They don't want money. This country is great.
Previously, wasn't he doing the job that he
If you'd like their name, I'll give you their name.
Should states?
No, but the governor didn't mention that. It came through the Chinese, the country of China. But they were given by two friends of mine. But he didn't tell you that. Now, the governor also, you'll see when you read the letter, the governor also asked for 40,000. He wanted 40,000 ventilators. Now, the governor, as you know, had a chance to get 16,000 a few years ago. He decided not to get that. The state of New York has asked for help. I've given him 4 hospitals, 4 medical centers. Then I gave him an additional hospital. Then I gave him military people to operate the hospital. They were not supposed to be COVID hospitals. The ship is not. Interesting thing happened with the ship. People aren't in accidents because there's nobody driving. There's nobody taking motorcycle rides down the West Side Highway at 100 miles an hour. People are away, so people aren't being injured. Now they're asking whether or not we could open up the ship for COVID. We have given the governor of New York more than anybody has ever been given in a long time. I'll just say, I was going to say in history, but in a long time. And I think he's happy. But I think that, because I watched what he said today, and it was fine. I wouldn't say gracious. It wasn't gracious. It was okay. I must tell you, Gavin Newsom has been gracious. Los Angeles, California, with the job we've done, and all of California.
Why does that matter if they're gracious or not gracious?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I think when we've given as much as we've given to New York, somebody should say nice. I'll tell you who's been very nice. Mayor de Blasio has been very nice. He understands what we've given him. We brought him some more ventilators, too, yesterday. But nobody has been given like New York. And I know he appreciates it. He just can't quite get the words out, but that's okay.
When he says that he needs 40,000,
Please, go ahead.
Let me come back to Dr. Fauci's comments on...
To which one?
Dr. Fauci's comments on mitigation. On the reproductive value of the virus, the WHO had it at, I think, 2 to 2.6. Others had it a percentage point or 2 higher. Do we have a new number based on those mitigation techniques? Have we managed to bring it down?
Well, Deb, I think maybe you should answer that, right? Dr. Birx, please? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You know, it's an excellent question, and it's why all of the modelers, and I really want